There was a time when people could ride a train to Wichita, Newton, and Hutchinson.
Yeah, it was called the Arkansas Valley Interurban Railway, and while it's long gone, you can still see signs of it today. Cake's Frank Waugh has our story.
Spanning creeks, sitting isolated among crops, and along country roads are century-old bridges to seemingly nowhere.
I don't think a lot of people here are aware of the AVI and the significant role it played between 1910 up until the 1930s.
Those bridges carried the Arkansas Valley Interurban, known as the AVI, an electric railway connecting Wichita to Newton and Hutchinson.
Electric was a catchphrase for the latest and greatest, and for good reason, and it was clean. It was much cleaner than a coal-fired steam locomotive. It made multiple stops between Wichita and Newton and Hutchinson. It could accelerate faster than a steam railroad was capable of doing.
Capable of speeds over 40 miles per hour, these trolley-like cars brought comfort and transportation to communities at a time when automobiles were rare and roads were rough.
Car 12 was the top-of-the-line car that the AVI bought. It was very luxurious. It had the plush seats, the wood varnish, the stained glass. It was above and beyond what a lot of other interurbans, especially in this area, had at the time.
In addition to passengers, the AVI also transported freight, and evidence of this remains visible in downtown Wichita.
This facade was integrated into the hotel facility, but it is the freight station side of the operation. The passenger station was actually a separate building attached to the Broadview.
The signs of the AVI northwest of downtown are subtle. Now called the Fireside Room at Botanica, this building served as a stop along the AVI on the south end of Sim Park, and that's where Pat Postlethwait got off the train.
We lived in Valley Center, and we caught the AVI and rode it into Wichita. My sister took piano lessons on the west side and got off at the Botanica building. Then we'd go on downtown. My mother at that time never learned to drive, so it was a godsend for us to come to Wichita.
For those heading north from Wichita, the tracks split. One line leading to Newton and Bethel College, the other proceeding west through Halstead, Burton, and Hutchinson. Original AVI depots can still be found in each of these communities.
It was the most convenient way to interconnect Newton, Wichita, Hutchinson, and cities between. It rivaled today what we can do with highways.
Highway improvements ultimately helped seal the railroad's fate. Passenger service ended in 1938, and the tracks were ripped up 4 years later.
It was a very necessary service, and it improved the way of lives for a lot of people in south central Kansas. It's just that as the competition grew, its viability decreased.
Scattered across Sedgwick, Harvey, and Reno County are bridges like this. Today, they stand like monuments to a railroad that was ahead of its time.
You're seeing a lot of municipalities building basically what we had over 100 years ago.
It's history now, and we enjoyed it a lot.
Just fascinating. Well, Frank also tells us the Historical Preservation Alliance of Wichita and Sedgwick County still have one of the original train cars. You can find out more by heading to our website, cake.com. We'll be right back.